And I believe now that it was in this position doing the same thing, kind of peeking out from almost like looked to me like a push-up position or something. I don't know. Again, all I could see was a silhouette. I couldn't see anything more specific. And then eventually I stopped seeing that. And as I sat there and watched, light was slowly coming up, and I drifted off, and then I woke up because it was bright and it was gone. But I went out, there were footprints in the snow. I tracked them ways through this woods, then down a hill, and then there was a plum thicket, like a big thicket. And as I'm going through the field following this set of tracks, another set of tracks comes and joins it that's smaller. And these were some pretty big tracks, around 15 inches. The other ones were a little smaller, but they joined at this thicket, and it looked like a tunnel entrance, like a game trail going in, but instead of a regular game trail, it almost looked circular. It was really interesting. Like I can't say that it was woven. I've seen some things since then that look like what I remembered seeing, but I didn't pay enough attention to those details. I did see, though, that something had dropped down from its feet to all fours and crawled in there. It went in on hands and knees or hands and feet because it was very muddy and through there, and it went back and it branched. And that was the end of where I went by myself tracking it. Again, I was there for that purpose, but something happens when you're there in that purpose and it's just you. And getting down on all fours and going through a plum thicket even though, I was invincible at 20-something years old, I had enough fear and good sense, I hope. Maybe if I would have crawled back there, I would have gotten the evidence that we all want, but it just seemed like the cost benefit in that moment was greater than what I was willing to do, again, by myself. And, I tell my stories, those first two encounters. But 2019, my partner Renee and I were driving from upstate New York back to my family's party in Meadville, Pennsylvania, when we pulled off the road just across the border in downstate New York, right at the border in the Allegheny Mountains, which is part of the Iroquois Nation. We were on res land right by the Allegheny River, and we had an encounter. That encounter then in 2019, I heard them for the first time, didn't smell them again, but heard multiple individuals. I heard the samurai chatter, I heard whooping, I heard them mimic, then trying to change the whooping into a woofing. And my partner Renee said that what it sounded like to her was a barking seal. Like that's how she would describe the sound that one of them was making.